What's up everyone, it's Trinidad. In this video I have for you my Olivia Voldaren deck profile update for 2021. So basically post 2020 because Innistrad comes out maybe sometime and this deck will probably get a big major overhaul when Innistrad Vampires releases. It might even be next year, I need to double check on that. But still, Olivia Voldaren, favorite Magic card. Basically, if I had to not have any more Commander decks, if I had to sell my collection, keep one, this is the deck I would definitely keep and upgrade. But that would hurt so much because I got like 20 decks now. Basically, just added in some extra stuff from Commander's Legends and from a Christmas gift from my girlfriend because I needed 2 certain lands that a very heavy black deck needs. So obviously, you know what those are. Down below, I'll have a link to the tapped out for the list of this deck. I guess I'm gonna start trying to do that more often. Just maybe putting the deck in tapped out first, and then, you know, filming and uploading and stuff. So yeah, anyways, let's begin here. Olivia Voldaren, I've said her stats before, but I'll say it again. Legendary Vampire, 2 black and a red, flying 3/3. Our first ability is to basically ping something, hit it for 1 damage, and it becomes a vampire in addition to its other types, and you get to put a +1/+1 counter on Olivia. 3 and 2 black, you gain control of a target vampire, so as long as you control Olivia. So it's a control-y deck. You can also mow down creatures if you need to. Just really cool. This was my first Commander deck. Sold that off, but I kept Olivia. And just kind of like when I got back into Commander a few years ago, just like had this deck. Onyx Mage, he's kind of here for support. 1 and a black to give a target creature death touch until end of turn, so it helps Olivia mow down creatures. Vampire Hex Mage, first strike, but also that sacrifice her to remove all counters from a target permanent, helps get rid of like either creatures that need +1/+1 counters or planeswalkers. Pretty cool. Goblin Sharpshooter, you can also use Onyx Mage on him right here. He does not untap during your untap step, but when a creature dies, you untap it. But you tap it to ping something for 1 damage, any target. So hit creatures while it has depth touch or anything, and yeah, he can kill everything. Veto, Thorn of the Dusk Rose, basically a cheaper mana cost for Sanguine Bond, I think it is. So whenever you gain life, target opponent loses that much life. Then 3 and 2 black creatures you control gain lifelink until end of turn. Dark Imposter for that huge mana sink of 4 and 2 black to exile a target creature and put a +1/+1 counter on Dark Imposter. Dark Imposter gets all activated abilities with creature cards exiled with it. Plague Crafter here because I think it's really good, since when it enters the battlefield, each player sacrifices a creature or planeswalker, and each player who can't discards a card. So I feel like this is like a better version of like Fleshbag Marauder and stuff because it does creature or planeswalker, and if they have like nothing on the field, you'll still get value by taking something out of their hand. So really cool. Opposition Agent, just a sick nasty card, but obviously it's really strong, very pushed, but I think it's still really good. You'll probably get the one-time effect and then it'll get like dealt with, but just even 1 activation and stealing something from your opponent is awesome. Murderous Rider, here to destroy target creature or planeswalker, and also creature with lifelink. Crypt Gas to double up the swamps when you tap them for mana. Erebos, another way to mana sink so you can keep drawing cards to get an out or whatever you need, or combo pieces, and your opponents can't gain life, so that stops a lot of like aristocrat style strategies. Twilight Profit, which is like the reverse Dark Confidant. When you have City's Blessings at the beginning of your upkeep, you reveal the top card and everybody loses life equal to its CMC, and then you gain life to its CMC, so it's cool. Sangromancer, a pet card of mine, another card I really like. Whenever a creature an opponent controls dies, you gain 3 life, and then whenever an opponent discards a card, you gain 3 life. Pairs really well with Plague Crafter, I think his name is. Yeah, Plague Crafter. Got Blood Gift Demon. here. So at the beginning of your upkeep, target player draws a card and loses a life. So it's basically like Phyrexian Arena, but sometimes your opponent can be low on life and you can let them draw a card and then they lose the game. Vampiric Tutor here because it's a tutor. Withering Boon to counter any creature spell. Imp's Mischief, which is like the budget deflecting SWAT, because I still don't have that card yet. But just, you can change a target spell with any other target, but you lose life equal to that spell's CMC. Terminate. A lot of removal. Rakdos Charm, one of the best cards, I still say, in like EDH. If you can run it in your colors, it does 3 amazing modes. Chaos Warp for removal. Probably like one of the red staples in any red deck. Dismember. Just a good way to take something out. Bedevil, another removal. And Vraska's Contempt. Again, more removal. We just want to control the board or get rid of anything that might get in Olivia's way. Vandal Blast to hopefully overload and destroy all artifacts you don't control. Sign in Blood, target player draws the cards, you lose 2 life. Or they lose 2 life. Whoever draws the 2 cards. And again, you can use this to take out an opponent if they're low on life. Demonic Tutor, because it's Demonic Tutor. I love that artwork. Dreadbore. Slower version of removal for creatures or planeswalkers. Read the Bones, scry 2, draw 2, lose 2 life. Toxic Deluge, staple. All creatures get -X/-X, and that is any life you decide to pay. For 3 mana, really good. Grim Tutor, another way to search. Praetor's Grasp, way to search your opponent's deck. Sometimes I like to take their combo pieces. They can never, ever use it. Ancient Craving to just draw. Increasing Ambition, pretty hefty cost for a tutor, but sometimes we can get to that flashback and win the game by getting 2 of the combo pieces we need. Deadly Tempest, destroy all creatures. Just a board wipe, another expensive board wipe. In mana cost, not in price. Exsanguinate, sometimes a game ender. Right here, opponent loses X life and you gain life equal loss this way. So yeah. Jeweled Lotus, so good turn 1, but I decided to put it in here, although it would be amazing in my Joyra deck and kind of more fun in the Chandra deck, because again, turn 1 Chandra. But I felt like it was most fair in my basically favorite commander, because even though if you turn 1 Olivia, like turn 2 she can only really ping something or just swing, so it's not too overpowered in the early game. It's not going to be a game ender, so that's here. And if you draw it other than the first turn, it's kind of dead. Soul Ring, because it's Soul Ring. This is the new extended art. Wish it was foil, but still, I just like how sleek it looks. I like just how sleek it is. Sensei's Divining Top, because it's Sensei's. Smooth out your draws. Shadow Spear. The Trample and Lifelink's alright, but it's mainly here, so then you can pay the 1. So permanents your opponent controls lose hexproof and indestructible, so it helps Olivia target stuff or, mow things down. Gorgon's Head to give her Death Touch. Basilisk Collar for Death Touch and Lifelink. Jet Medallion. We're in the ramp section, or the artifacts, but Jet Medallion. So these are all like the 2 stuff. Arcane, Rakdos, Talisman of Indulgence, Thelwar Stone, Mind Stone, and Thought Vessel. All here for cheap mana rocks. Because if you don't get Jeweled Lotus, then it's totally cool. You can still try to Olivia out turn 3-ish. No, turn 4? Turn 3? Yeah. Lightning Greaves, because it's Lightning Greaves. Haste and Shroud, no equip cost. Rakdos Cluestone and Commander Spirit. Probably you could remove these now that we have a lot of turn 2 options for ramp. But I still like it just because they give you mana, the colors I need, and also like they can be sacrificed to draw a card. This one at instant speed, like without anything. This one with the cost, and it needs to tap. So this is obviously weaker. So if you want to get better, like what is that, Mana Crypt and all that stuff, those would be the places to switch them out. Heartstone, because now her both abilities will cost 1 less, or any creatures or with activated abilities cost 1 less. So where you would need to pay 7, now it's 5. So basically for just her second effect, you would get to do both. Basically, I mean, you just need the red and 2 black. But You get Sword of Feast and Famine, a card I've been needing forever. And so cool because you can ping stuff down, hit whoever's open, untap all your lands, and then do it again. Probably should put like Relentless Assault or something in here for a second battle phase. But yeah, our combat phase. Nevin Rawl's Disc. Larry Nevin Rawl. To board wipe. Cage Sun for more mana, because more mana, more power. Bolus' Citadel. Just look at the top card at any time. You can play it, lose life. I'm not playing Aether Flux Reservoir in here. You can obviously add that in because the Senseis and that are like wombo combo in itself. One of my favorite cards in the deck, Phyrexian Reclamation. Probably my favorite enchantment. Just 1 in a black, pay 2 life. Return target creature from your graveyard to your hand. In decks that have a lot of creatures, in decks that have a little creatures. Like, it's just good overall. Like, I almost never have to pay command attacks for Olivia because of this card. Braid of Fire. Your lock is here, and now mana burn is a thing again. But most of the time, she has her activated ability. She can just ping down your lock. It's fine. We can have so much red mana. Enchanter's Bane. Red and black were not the best at dealing with enchantments, and this was one of the ways to do it, but black has been getting some stuff. I like this because it's continuous, and if no one has enchantments, I can just target itself, I believe, and just sack this. So yeah. Everlasting Torment. Players can't gain life, damage can't be prevented, and all damage is dealt as it had Wither. So with the -1/-1 counters, that's really good because Olivia sometimes, if I don't get like the ways to stop them having hexproof, or not hexproof, but indestructible, this is a way to get around that. Phyrexian Arena, draw cards. Greed, draw cards. Death Pits of Wrath, another way to just, whenever a creature is dealt damage, destroy it. So just, yeah, another way to mow down creatures. Sanguine Bond and Exquisite Blood wombo combo. Still here. So for the lands, we'll go quickly through it. We got Command Tower, Fabled Passage, Blood Crypt. I think this is my favorite Blood Crypt art. Smoldering Marsh, Tainted Peak, Graven Cairns. I always say Graven Cairns. Sulphurous Springs, Shadowblood Ridge, Luxury Suite, Dragon Skull Summit, Foreboding Ruins, Temple of Malice, Bloodstained Mires, and you know, the other wombo combo lands, Urborg, Tomb of Yawgmoth, and Cabal Coffers. So, a little damage here. Picked this up at a really good price. My girlfriend basically bought it for me. I saw it, and I was like, I need to get it, and yeah, it was my Christmas gift. So was this too. Castle Lochwain, Bachuca Bog. I think there's 10 swamps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Mountains, 3. Just 3. That's why we play a lot of dual lands and a lot of like mana rocks. Command Beacon. Get back to Commander from the command zone if need be. Still gives 1 mana. Arcane Lighthouse. Another way to like have everyone lose Hexproof and Shroud. Jund Panorama. Evolving Wilds, and I like this art because it's the Dark Ascension, so it's like Innistrad and Maze of Ith. So yeah, that's basically my updated deck. I think I would put in like, what is that one card? Exploration Map or something like that. Mana Crypt if I could ever get it. And who knows what's gonna come out later down the line. So yeah, I'm so excited for this year. Year of Commander I think was awesome, and I definitely have more decks after last year than I had any time before. I think I doubled in decks because of the Year of Commander. And 2021 still looking pretty good and got new product and all that stuff coming out. So I'm excited, and Olivia's excited. I hope you're excited. Anyways, thank you so much. Again, link will be down in the description below for this deck list on Tapped Out. Thanks for watching. Peace.